Good morning, students, and welcome to your civics class. We have started with chapter 3. In the last class, we have discussed about the South African regime of apartheid, and how their leaders, Nelson Mandela, has fought against it by forming an organization, ANC, African National Congress, and many other people have supported it. So, today we'll try to understand how the new constitution was formed in South Africa. Okay, because of this continuous protest and struggle, the government realized that they could no longer keep the black under their rule through repression. So, they have changed the policies. Now, there is no discrimination among people, and the people who were jailed, especially the Nelson Mandela, who was jailed for last 28 years, now he is out of the jail, he is a free man. Finally, in the midnight of 26 April 1994, the new national flag of Republic of South Africa was unfurled, making the newborn democracy in the world. Okay, now the Apartheid government came into and the new government which was formed was Multiracial Government. Okay, now here everyone was equal. The first president of South Africa was Nelson Mandela, and he was the best thing about the South African constitution was that in spite of so much of atrocities and ill treatment which was done by white people with the black, they have built a new Africa, you can underline that, based on equality of all races and man and woman, on democratic values, social justice and human right. That was the best part of their constitution. They have made the constitution together, keeping the equality among the people in South Africa. Okay, now if you'll see in the last paragraph, page number 42, it is given, the constitution gave its citizens the most extensive rights available in any country. Together they decided that in search for the solution for the problem, nobody should be excluded, nobody should be treated as demon. They agreed that everybody should become the part of the solution, whatever they have done or represented in the past. Okay. So the preamble of South Africa, if you want to see, you can see it on page number 50, it is given. It is the spirit which says that everyone is equal. So this South African constitution has inspired, everyone all over the country. And South Africa was also called as a rainbow nation, where, multi-race people, different people from different countries, different color, live together with equal rights. So it was widely accepted by the world. Now, when we talk about, why do we need constitution? So this is the best example we can place, where the, South Africa is the best example where they have made in constitution after so much of atrocities and ill treatment which is done by the white people. Still, they have said that we'll keep the equality, we'll give a social economic rights to everyone, right? If we'll turn the page, what kind of rights which they have given. They said that, the white agrees to the principle of the majority rule, that is, one person, one vote. On page number 44, you can underline that. They agreed with one person, one vote category. Second, rights for all poor and workers. Okay, they agreed that majority would not take away the property of the white minority. Okay, all these are the certain things which they have stated. But only way to build trust among the people regarding this is to write down all these things somewhere, right? So finally they decided that certain rights of the citizen, and that should be written somewhere. And in that way, the constitution came into existence. So they agreed that this rule will be the supreme, that no government will able to ignore this. So we call, what is constitution? This is constitution basically. This is a set of basic rules that is called as constitution. So every government, every country has a constitution, whether democratic or non-democratic. Most of the country follow certain rules that is stated in the form of constitution. But you need to understand that constitution of the country, you can underline this, is the set of written rule that are accepted by all people living together in a country. Now, constitution is a supreme law that determines the relationship among the people living in the territory, and also the relationship between the people and the government. Okay, please underline that. It is on page number 44. So certain points which is given here, I'll just read out that why do we need constitution. First is, it generates the degree of trust and coordination that is necessary for different kind of people living together, right? It can be a minority or majority. Second is that it specifies how the government will constitute, who will have the power to take decisions, what is the role of everyone, right? It is given in the constitution. It lays down the limit on the power of the government. If your one party is in power, that doesn't mean that if they will rule the country in their own way. So there are certain rules which is given in the constitution. You need to follow that. Okay. The fourth is that it's expressed the aspiration of people. Okay. And it's creating a good society. Certain amendments are also done as per the aspiration of people, the changes which are coming up. Okay. Like we have an article 370, which was certain modification which is done in citizenship. So certain things can be done as per the aspiration of people. Okay. So all countries that have constitution are not necessarily democratic, but a democratic country must have a constitution, okay, to run a country effectively. When America has a war with Britain, after that they have made their constitution. After French Revolution, democratic constitution was made. Likewise, many countries have made the constitution to run the country more effectively, more democratically. Okay, so we'll end up here. The next topic, making of Indian constitution, we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you, children.